The saddest days are met. The saddest days are met.
So, Dominic Beresford, aka Paul Sykes,
Right.
You've caught the attention of, shall we say, the public really. TikTok, my Paul Sykes page, which has over 33,000. I dare say you've almost brought him back to life. I kind of come across I fell down the rabbit hole of Paul Sykes, if you like, in 2012. Obviously, I went and did 3 books, started to be a film, and it's grew on. But where did it come for you? Because it was quite recently, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. It was about, I'd say springtime, and my mate Kieran, who I'm playing a wedding band with, and he said, "Here, you got to look at this documentary." And I said, "Who is it?" And he said, "Oh, it's this guy who used to be a boxer from Wakefield." And Wakefield, so only about 10 miles away from where
So you're
we
from
live.
Huddersfield, so
From
you've kind of
Huddersfield,
got
yeah.
the accent already.
Just about. There's slight variation there, but more or less. And I watched it, and I was just hooked. I just thought, God, this guy's, because I've always been interested in eccentrics, and he was certainly eccentric. And I just got hooked, and then obviously I watched your video, 1 or 2 of your videos on YouTube. Then I got into the books, read Sweet Agony, and then I read all your books.
So did you do it in order? Sweet Agony, Unfinished,
Everything, yeah,
Fervour,
absolutely, yeah.
Final Agony.
That's right, yeah,
Obviously
yeah.
there's a couple as well, isn't there? There's It Sharks, there's Yes Paul.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
there's going to be a couple more.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. No, it's a fascinating story. Obviously, I used to listen to your books on audio when I were at gym, so I'm there giving it all this. Also, it kind of spurs you on a bit more, too, you know, listening to all these tales of Paul's exploits. And that what really got me into it. It was just reading all about him, listening to the stories. And then my mate, I started going, sharks? Not shark infested. And I thought, my mate said, you ought to set up a TikTok channel out. I thought, how do you do that? Anyway, he showed me how to do it. And anyway, I started uploading videos, and he said, send one to Jamie. So I sent one to you, and then you obviously got hold of it, and then it's just gone like ape shit on the internet.
I mean, what's it done on TikTok? Because TikTok is, that's the one, I mean, I'm kind of old, like, but it's one for the kids. My son talks about TikTok, you know, no one's really bothered about Facebook anymore.
No, I mean, like our age is more Facebook, but there's a lot of people on there, and the weird thing was, I thought originally, oh, is this a good idea, you know, because he was such a contentious character.
Yeah.
And I thought, if I get...
Controversial.
Yeah. If I'm getting, because I've separated what I do, you know, business-wise, sort of with my music stuff, kept that separate to this, because I don't want care home owners thinking, hang on a minute, this guy's a lunatic, why are we looking at him, you know?
Have you seen who we've got employed here?
So I kept it separate, but no, it seems to have gone really mental on TikTok. It's what the sharks video.
Are we talking 100,000?
The shark video on TikTok's had 220,000.
So that's $250,000 almost.
$250,000,
That's
and then
nuts.
with the others, in total, all the videos have probably had about 300,000 views. You know, so it's nuts. You know, there's certainly a fan base out there.
Oh,
Paul
God.
Sykes.
And do you know what? I suppose until I come along, he was just some. I mean, it's quite sad really, because YouTube came in November 2006. He died March 2007. So if he'd have been alive now, kind of, you know, I mean, he was so much. I suppose until the books come along, he was just that crazy guy talking about punching sharks in the ear, and then obviously the books have. He's kind of almost got a cult status, if you like. So many people, you know, take an impression like yourself, and I mean, I've been contacted by loads of celebrities, like, you know what I mean, and the interest in him is great, and it's not diminishing anytime soon.
No, I think it's. I've always said it's a bit of a parable, because, you know, he just went through life saying, I'm the greatest, I'm the greatest.
Do you know, I'm looking at you now as Paul. I was expecting you to say, I've always had colourful cellmates, but you said it differently.
yeah. Always that on cellmates. Oh, yeah. I know sometimes you find yourself coming out with Sykesisms, it's like, bloody hell.
I mean, so obviously, has anyone kind of seen you from the videos and thought, hang on a minute, That's the vlog.
Not yet.
It's almost like Clark Kent. You take the tash off though.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously you're dressed a bit like up to date.
So I got this jacket from a shop in Marsden in Huddersfield, 15 quid. This shirt I've had for donkey's years. These kecks I've had for a couple of years. And it's like...
Could you look up at the sky and say, we've got about 30 years left?
We got about 30 years left.
I mean,
about 30 years.
Let's go.
You know,
obviously,
it's finished, it's over.
It's done, it's
It's
another
done,
one.
that's
Come on, let's
another
get out of
one.
it. There's
Let's
all
get out
kinds
of
in
it.
here.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was telling you earlier, I'm the only woman I'm allowed to call my wife's name. Either situation, what I'm in, romantically or whatever, is Kath.
Yeah, and she gets it.
Yeah, and I'm allowed. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, I dare say you must have absolutely done your missus, didn't you?
Oh, I tell you, see, the thing is, like, we got Matt's book, by the way. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, Paul, I'll make a pot of
If
tea.
anyone fancies that, I'm going to put the link in the bio.
Absolute, who is this? My
Give it a
missus
flash.
got it for me birthday, and we just sat there reading it, and we're in tears, honestly. There you go. French soil, Syrian soil, Indian soil, Malayan soil, Singapore soil, Russian soil, Yorkshire soil. Yeah. Brilliant book.
Yeah.
There you go. Buy it
Yeah.
in the shops. In all
As I
good
said,
book
we're going to
shops.
put the link in the bio. Anyone that's a cracking Christmas present.
Yeah,
Actually.
it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
she's got me sharp T-shirt and all that. I mean, she's in on it, you know.
So up until the start of this year, you never even heard of him.
No, January. I had no idea who he was, and I reckon it were about springtime. And my mate said, just check this video out on YouTube, you know, the Sykes at Large. So I did, and then it was just like, almost like a revelation, an epiphany. And you're watching it and you just think, is this guy for real? What is you're just trying to get it into your head who he is, and then of course you read all the other bits, and you know you listen to the interviews and you think, my God, what a mixed up
Deeply
guy.
disturbed.
Yeah,
Charismatic.
but then charismatic. So it was all these sort
Yeah.
of binary opposites. So you've got intelligent, psychopathic.
Yeah.
You've got loving husband, evil bastard.
Yeah.
Because you know, and it's just
You sounded like him there anyway. What are you evil little bastards?
What are you little evil bastard?
But I mean,
Yeah.
do you know what? I was talking to a footballer the other day. I'm not going to mention his name because he wouldn't want you. But he actually said to me, are you telling me that was a real character? He actually genuinely thought it was a character like Keith Lemon. I said, no. I said, that's real life.
Yeah, and I think that's why a lot of like comedians probably.
You've got
find it-
Mortimer's,
Bob, yeah.
Reeves, and do you know the League? Roger Greenwood said to me, the League of Gentlemen. I mean, I'm a huge fan of them. They're obsessed with him.
Yeah, well, if you ever look at any of the behind the scenes footage of the League of Gentlemen,
They've got a lot of the characters from the likes of Jeremy Kyle.
There was a great documentary back in the 80s, and it was one of the first documentaries that featured a transgender man, a woman.
Yeah,
and
seen
there
it.
was a doctor there saying, she makes her own troubles, and he nicked the Reece Shearsmith and Steve Pemberton and Mark Gatiss nicked all these little expressions from these documentaries. They're always interested in eccentrics, in these peculiar little pockets of
So I mean,
madness in the
I've been
country.
massive into them, almost obsessed for probably nearly 25 years, and they used to meet each other, all 3 or 4 of them, because the one's not on camera.
Jeremy Dyson,
And they'd get together and then watch Kilroy or Vanessa or Jeremy, and all these people like real life. So now you used a quote, I forgot who it was, but it was a comedian in Final Agony, and he said, all you've got to do to find a character like Paul Sykes is going to Wetherspoons.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So these are real life. And as I said, that footballer I was talking to the week or the other month, and he went, is he like? I said, no, I thought it was a Keith Lemon sketch. No, he's real life. He's actually happened. Once upon a time.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, you see it on the internet now. There's some great footage somewhere, and it only lasts for about 10 seconds, and it's in some pub. And I don't know if it's Doncaster, but there's a lass giving it all this.
It is Doncaster.
And then
a little dwarf.
Yeah, and then a little dwarf walks in. But for me, the bit that tops it all off is this picture of John Lennon, sandwiched between Jimi Hendrix and somebody else. The working class hero and all that. and you've just got this parade of like League of Gentlemen characters.
It's almost as
And
about 5 or 6% just walking from
exactly, just like 10 seconds, and you just think that's poetry.
Do you know someone from abroad come to that pub specifically for that?
Is that right?
Yeah,
Because they'd seen it.
Yeah. But it was very much true, very much happened. You did, I think, probably 8 or 9 impressions now, and there's so much more to do.
Oh, millions.
To quote Paul, there's so many that I
So
admire.
many of them.
So you're gonna do a few more. People can see
definitely,
more.
yeah. I want to work on, because a lot of you will have seen the Christmas one that I did,
Yeah.
which I kind of just made up.
Yeah.
What was it now? I'm not playing this fucking pretending Christian shit. But the piece de resistance, if you like, is the Dennis Flint and the Paul Sykes and Dennis's, and I really want to do that. But I'd like to split screen it so I get to play Dennis Flint as well. Maybe when I was fatter I could have played Dennis Flint, but I probably need a bit of a pillow up my shirt now.
Do you know what? I mean, he was a character himself, like a League of Gentlemen. And I met Roger Greenwood, who's sadly passed since, and he said to me, I specifically put it out where you hear the voice, you see him in the wig. No, sorry, you hear the voice, you see him in the wig, and then you see the table.
Yeah.
So it's all done. And he said to me, he said, when we were filming for Paul Sykes at Large, he said, I didn't even, he said, it's almost like that was when he paused and said, Patrick Mackay, is it? And he said, he just did that on his own. He said, but it was almost like I would have told him to do it, the pause, and even like it's shark. It's almost like he's thinking to make a lie up.
Yeah, he is,
all of that was very true, you
Yeah.
know, 85, 86. And the shark story, I interviewed one of his carers a couple of years back, because he did have quite a lot of, a lot of them walked out, I think he tried to stab one of them.
Yeah.
And basically, he always told that story, but he's, the people say, that's on the Straits of Johor. Do you know how big that is?
It's about 1.5 miles in it or something.
0.6 of a mile.
Right, there you
It's
go.
literally half a mile.
Yeah.
And he was, he was an incredible swimmer, got his life skills and all that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Was as good a swimmer as you could get. He
Yeah.
was a lifeguard, saved someone's life in Blackpool.
Yeah.
That's actually in the archives.
The thing is, what he said was probably true. It's just that it was great. He was a writer. He was a creative mind. So he probably just exaggerated to make it sound great.
I think it
so
was-
these sharks were little baby sharks, really, that were snapping
because
at him.
he said he thought someone was shooting at him.
Yeah.
And then it was baby sharks, and he turned down,
Yeah.
swung a few punches. But obviously, a lot of people think, that's a tall story. When actually, technically, it's not.
No,
But-
it was a true story. It's just that the way that he embellished it makes it sound like he was dealing with a massive killer shark. Punching it in the ear.
Yeah. But he's I dare say he's kind of became a cult figure in Yorkshire folklore.
He's certainly getting that way, in no small part thanks to yourself and to Matt as well for bringing out the books.
A War
It's
Cry,
just-
yourself.
A War Cry.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, all
It's,
that's great. And the new film that's coming out, wow, that's going to propel the story
I actually
even further.
have sent your impressions to the filmmaker.
Yeah.
But I remember talking to someone the week, and so when Sykes was barred out of Wakefield, he used to go to a pub in Dewsbury, which is still there, apparently. It's called the Black Bull. And anyway, this guy was talking. I said, "What are you doing over here, Paul?" I said, "Oh, I'm barred out." And he went, "Barred out of where?" Thinking he was going to say 1 pub, 2 pub. He went, "What part?" He went, "All of it."
yeah.
And obviously, he was drinking Bradford and all that. And I think everyone, he spent quite a bit of time in Pontefract as well.
He did, yeah, and Ossie. I'll just tell you this story, folks. A friend of mine, he's in his 80s now, he used to run a pub in Ossie back in the 90s. And this was after the Sykes at Large documentary, so Paul had come in. Now this guy's, my friend is only quite a short guy, and he's probably about 5 years older than Paul was. So he used to come into the pub and he never had a problem with Paul at all. Paul was always dead sound with him. But a few of the regulars would come in, "Fucking Sykes is here, go on then, you think you're hard." And he'd say, "Right lads, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a head start. All right, lie down on the floor, on me back. Right, give us your worst." and he'd be there, and someone would come up and try kicking him. They'd grab hold of the leg, right, crack, snap their ankle, so they'd go off hobbling off. Then next minute he'd be around belting people like that, left, right and centre. Boom, someone would come and try and give him a dosing chin. Bang! That was it. And then my mate said, Paul, that's enough now. And it was
So you witnessed all that?
So this guy, yeah, Jeff his name is, I'll have a word with him and see if you want to do
Well,
an
I mean,
interview.
you know, there's always people coming in. I mean, I've just sent a video we did there to War Cry Publishing. He said, you know what, Jamie? Dominic Beresford is actually slowly morphing into Paul Sykes.
I hope not.
So, give us an impression then. Go on,
Right.
then. What's your favourite one?
Well,
Because you've got a lot to do as well, haven't you?
Yeah, that's it, yeah. But I'll tell you what, I'll do you the, see if I can remember it now. I'm a wonderful citizen. How do you think I've got this house and where I'm living now if I wasn't? They give me this council. We got the best, this is the best little city on earth. How do I know? I've been everywhere else. I'm here now, right on the family patch. Yeah, I know where it is. Nobody can tell me where it is. I don't read Daily Mirror and Sun. I go and have a look. I've lived in the outback of the Ivory Coast. I lived in the forest of North America. I mean, breakfast in Moscow. Me tea in Wood Street, Nick. Yeah, I've been about a bit. I'm the only man in the history of mankind that has swum. Fuck off. The streets of Nobody's ever done it before, not because of the currents or anything like that. It's sharks. Not shark infested, but none of the locals go paddling. Yeah, swimming. I know all about sharks, yeah. I'm 6'3", 16 stone, 200 weight, yeah, I'm swimming. These pumps, these were hanging around my neck when I done them, yeah, I thought, well, Jaws, I know they condition people, yeah, Jaws. Boom, 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 yeah. They're just flying about, you got an out job worse, yeah. Sharks, they have a look at me and think, yeah, I know how to do them. Punch them right in the fucking ear hole and they swim off. I'm not playing. I'm not fucking playing at Christian fucking pretending shit. The rules are this. It's a man's right at Christmas to get drunk, but not disorderly.
There you go, you get bloody disorderly.
And it's me old pal, are you there?
Hello, I am in love.
I'm gasping for a bevy, Dennis. Have you got a bevy? Go on, get a bevy, go on.
When you haven't had a drink, you're a dedicated man, okay? When you've had a drink, you're a fucking maniac, okay? But since it's Christmas, I'll give you a drink, okay? How much is me a bowl?
I haven't a fucking clue, Dennis. I didn't know they even still made this stuff. Fucking tastes like shit.
And your second gift, Paul, is a jar of Frankfurter sausages from one of the three wise men.
Yeah, gotta look after the food, gotta feed the kids. We're living wherever our kids are living, and we've got a real one here. Yeah, right, crying's good for you. It's like taking an emotional shit. Get it out your system, wipe yourself up and fuck off.
And your third gift from one of the three wise men, Paul, is this painting by a mass murderer.
I doubt you know much about painting, but Patrick Mackay is in the ABC book of mass murderers. It is a mate of mine. Yeah?
Well, I think that'll be everything, Paul. Don't forget to keep me updated vis-a-vis my little investment, and give my love to Kath. Merry Christmas, Paul.
Aye. Merry Christmas, Dennis. Right, it's over, it's finished. Fuck Christmas, I'm off to bed, fuck the lorry.
I feel like a rather large gooseberry.
Yeah, you're not, Del, you're dead right.